Coming up tonight on SLU News 22.
A zookeeper is killed by an elephant.
A look at what SLU students plan to do for fall break.
The government shutdown continues.
And the Cardinals move forward in the playoffs.
Plus, national news and weather live from the Bush Student Center. This is SLU News 22.
Good evening, I'm Amanda Honigfort.
And I'm Gabriel J. Gallup.
Thank you for joining us this evening. On Wednesday, October 16th, SGA will be giving a Flex to Feed presentation in the Center for Global Citizenship, followed by a screening of the documentary, A Place at the Table. Popcorn is included. The event runs from 4:30 to 7:30 and is part of the school's Hunger Awareness Week. The documentary screening has a number of sponsors, including the Student Involvement Center.
This Friday, October 18th, Wynton Marsalis and the Jazz will be performing at the Toe Hill Center for Performing Arts. The concert will begin at 8 p.m. and will be a gospel celebration including Winston's composition, the Abyssinian Mass, and a 100-person choir. Marsalis is the trumpeter, composer, and music educator. He has won 9 Grammys for both jazz and classical recordings. The SLU Fine Arts Department is excited to offer free tickets to the students, parents, and faculty. If interested, please contact the box office at 314-289-4030 and mention the code GOSPELFREE.
Jill is in the Weather Center now for our first forecast. Jill, what's this week looking like?
You know, Amanda, we are going to see a little bit of a change in the weather pattern headed overnight tonight and then lasting through the rest of this week. But things are relatively quiet out there right now. We're just seeing temperatures sitting in the around 60 degrees right now. The warmer spot is in the city of St. Louis where we're 65 degrees. And we are seeing the clouds beginning to increase ahead of this big massive system that is wrapped around a large center of low pressure up across the Dakotas and also across Nebraska. So we're going to be seeing the chance of rain head into the evening hours, likely not until after midnight. That is still back across western Missouri right now, and that will continue to move eastward, affecting us, as I mentioned, after midnight, and looks like through much of the first half of the day on Tuesday, but overnight tonight we'll just be dropping down near 60 degrees under mostly cloudy skies, and as I mentioned, we'll be seeing those showers later, and then headed into the first half of the day on Tuesday. After that, much cooler temperatures are going to be following. We're going to be really settling into fall finally, now that we are headed into the middle of October, and then we'll see the return of more sunshine by the end of this week. I'll be back with my complete forecast in just a few minutes. Amanda, back to you.
Thanks, Jill. Fall break is just around the corner, so Abby Parra went out on campus to find out what you are doing this year. Let's take a look.
This weekend is fall break, so we got in touch with some students to see what they're up to. So what are you going to be doing on fall break?
On fall break, I'm going to be going home, catching up on my TV shows and some sleep for sure, having my mom do my laundry, and definitely having some good home-cooked meals.
I'm visiting my friend in Cincinnati for fall break.
For fall break, I'm going home and surprising my friend at a football game because she doesn't think I'm coming home till Thanksgiving.
For fall break, I'm staying here on campus, living in Jesuit Hall. I'll still be going to the law school every day, working down there, but at least it'll be a little less haggard, at least for me, maybe not for the students, but it'll just be nice to have a different routine.
What are your plans for fall break?
I'm going to sleep in and do absolutely nothing.
Over fall break, I will be playing with my birds and catching up on current events.
During fall break, I'm going to go home and spend time with my family.
I'll be here with him also. I'll be playing soccer still. I'm on the soccer team, so we'll have a game or two. We don't get to go home, but it'll still be fun to be on campus.
So what are you going to be doing on fall break?
I'm going to Europe. I'm going to the University of Cincinnati to visit some friends.
During fall break, I'm going to be staying here to be on call as an RA in Reinhardt.
During fall break, I will be disassembling America's oil oligarchy.
Over fall break, I'll be playing Frisbee every day.
I'm gonna just sit at home and do some crafts maybe. And I'm gonna hang out with people and my cat mostly, probably. But yeah, it'll be fun.
Thank you, Abby. This past Friday at the Dickerson Park Zoo in Springfield, Missouri, a zookeeper was killed when an elephant accidentally stepped on him. John Bradford, age 62, was killed when he and other zookeepers were attempting to move the elephant. However, the elephant moved suddenly and stepped on Bradford. Bradford worked for the zoo for over 30 years. The elephant will not be disciplined because the death was all accidental.
The Post-Dispatch and KTVI Fox 2 have announced a partnership that will allow the two news outlets to share some content. The Post-Dispatch will feed Fox 2 some more in-depth stories on local government, politics, the economy, sports, and entertainment. Fox will share video of community events and will allow the Post to greatly increase the video available on stltoday.com. Fox 2 will provide weather for the paper, report the paper's headlines for the next day and their evening newscast, and provide video look-ins of the newsroom and interviews with journalists. Don't go away. We've got more news coming right up. Welcome back. The government does remain closed, but there are signs of progress on Capitol Hill. Talks are progressing, and there is hope that all sides can agree to a deal to reopen the government and raise the debt ceiling before the government runs out of borrowing authority on October 17th.
In lighter news, the Statue of Liberty opened Sunday afternoon after New York Governor Andrew Cuomo and the state's legislature agreed to use money from the tourism budget to keep the statue open despite the government shutdown. It will cost the state approximately $61,600 a day to keep the statue open. Governor Cuomo said that it's not economic concerns that have prompted the action, but instead of the statue's symbolism of the freedom of America.
Turning to a more local monument, the arch remains closed, though talks continue between state lawmakers and Governor Nixon to try and locate state funding to reopen it. Chief Park Ranger Jim Jackson says that on a typical weekday, the arch hosts somewhere between 2,000 and 6,000 visitors, and there is potential for many more during playoff baseball or the World Series. Coming up next, your work week forecast with meteorologist Jill Swed. Please stay with us.
We are all.
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 We are all. We are all.
We are all.
Billikens.
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 And welcome back. Meteorologist Jill Swed is with us now for our work week forecast. Jill, how's the week going to be?
You know, we are going to see a little bit of an up and down kind of pattern throughout this week. Temperature-wise, things will stay pretty consistent, though, after these rain showers move through. But right now is pretty much the calm before the storm. So here outside right now on Columbus Day, we are seeing temperatures pretty average as what we've been seeing, as what we're typically supposed to be seeing. So our normal high temperature is 71 degrees. We saw Paris 68 here on campus and also at Lambert. So we put our actual temperature today about a degree below where we should be. Outside right now, we're still in the 60s. We're at 64 degrees right now under mostly cloudy skies, and that east wind is starting to pick up just a little bit ahead of these showers that will be arriving into the overnight hours. So looking at the evening throughout the overnight hours, we will just be dealing with mostly cloudy skies. We'll be dropping down into the lower 60s, and we'll see the chance of rain arriving likely after midnight, and that will stick with us through at least the first half of the day on Tuesday. And as you can see, looking at radar right now, there is a lot of moisture just wrapped around this large upper level low. It's extending into the upper Mississippi River Valley, and even some is streaming down here into Missouri as well. So those showers that are lighting up across southwestern Missouri, that's going to continue to move eastward, and that will affect us later in the evening hours and then head into the first half of the day on Wednesday. But conditions in Los Angeles, where the Cardinals will be playing the Dodgers in the upcoming days, couldn't be better. So they're just going to be dealing with mostly sunny skies for each of the next 3 games. By first pitch for each of those 3 games, we're going to be at 77 this evening, be at 83 on Tuesday, and then for the early evening or the early afternoon start on Wednesday, we'll be closer to 90 degrees in time for the first pitch. But back here to St. Louis, so we are going to be seeing those rain showers arriving overnight tonight, and they'll stick with us, as I mentioned, throughout at least the first half of the day on Tuesday. So we'll be seeing those showers and even the possibility for a few thunderstorms to pop up as well. Once that cold front does pass throughout the day on Tuesday, that's going to usher in some much cooler air. We're going to settle into a more fall-like pattern finally this week, and we'll be seeing just the clouds still sticking with us at least through Wednesday, but then head into Thursday and the end of this week. So the cooler temperatures in the 60s will persist, but then we will begin to see more sunshine rather than clouds head into the end of this week and into the weekend as well. But overnight tonight, we'll be dealing with mostly cloudy skies. We'll see those showers later in the evening. We'll be dropping down near 60 degrees. Head into Tuesday, we will see those showers and thunderstorms persisting through much of the day. It's more likely during the first half of the day. Otherwise, we'll be cloudy and we'll have a high of 59 degrees. And looking at our 5-day forecast, we will slowly see temperatures dropping down near 60 degrees again by the middle of this week. Another chance for some showers, almost like Wednesday night into Thursday. Still working out the timing of that, but otherwise we'll just be dealing with a mixture of sun and clouds. Temperatures right around 60 degrees, making it definitely feel fall-like appropriately right before fall break.
Good to hear. Good to hear. Thank you, Jill.
Thank you.
Next, we've got entertainment and sports coming up.
Well, I guess meteor showers.
Welcome back. This evening, meteors will be shooting across the skies in the St. Louis region. Draconian meteors, while an extravagant light show, they're unique.
Draconian meteor showers are not extravagant light shows like other meteors. However, they are unique because they are best visible during the evening hours as opposed to early in the morning right before dawn. The meteors will also be especially visible because the moon tonight will be waxing as opposed to waning and will not be reflecting as much light. So be sure to keep your eyes on the sky tonight. For the past 3 weeks, however, it has also been a dangerous time for lizards, frogs, and squirrels in the Mendocino National Forest in California. 72-year-old Gene Peñaflor became separated from his hunting partner when he was hit on the head with a rock and was rendered unconscious. For the next 3 weeks, Peñaflor survived on a diet of solely frogs, lizards, and squirrels while his family and friends searched for him in the vast forest. After 3 weeks, some locals heard his cry for help and found Peñaflor and called the police. Peñaflor has since made a full recovery, but he has agreed to not go hunting for quite some time.
Turning to sports, the Cardinals took on the Dodgers this Saturday at home, resulting in a 0-1 victory over the Dodgers. In the bottom of the fifth, David Freese hit a double, followed by advancing on a wild pitch, when John Jay hit a sac fly to the left, where Freese tagged up and scored. Michael Wacha also pitched 6 and 2 third innings with 8 strikeouts. The Cardinals play tonight at home against the Dodgers, leading the series 2-0. Adam Wainwright will be taking the mound for the Cardinals against the Dodgers' Hyun-Jin Ryu.
Tuesday evening, the San Jose Sharks will take on the St. Louis Blues here at the Scott Trade Center. The Blues have 4 wins out of 4 games played this season and have yet to trail in a single game. However, the Sharks are 5 wins in 5 games played. The Blues' top line, consisting of David Backes, Alex Steen, and TJ Oshie, have combined for a total of 18 points in the team's 4 games.
On Sunday, October 20th, the St. Louis Rams will be playing the Carolina Panthers. Rams quarterback Sam Bradford had 13 season touchdowns as compared to the Panthers' Cam Newton's 9.
Well, it's definitely going to feel more like fall sports here in St. Louis, as we are going to be seeing temperatures transitioning more closer to 60 degrees head into the end of this week. We are unfortunately going to have to be dealing with some rain showers tomorrow, so you're definitely going to keep that rain gear handy, pack the umbrella, wear the rain jacket, wear the rain boots, bring it all out. It's probably the first time that you've had to do it all semester long, but you're definitely going to want it, as we will be seeing that rain lasting through much of the day tomorrow.
Good to know. I like the heads up there.
Oh, absolutely. Anytime.
Well, that's all for our show tonight. Thank you for watching.
Don't forget, you can always get the latest movie reviews and news online at SLU-TV.slu.edu or follow us on Facebook and Twitter. We will not be here next week, as it will be fall break. We hope you enjoy yours and come back to see us when we return. Thank you. Have a good night.